Hey guys, hope everything is going well today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my CrossFit journey today. So again, continuing with my movement series and movement journey. CrossFit was a big part of my life in 2013 and 14 when we first arrived in Hawaii. I had been working out at the gym in the mornings and I kept seeing this group of ladies working out together and it looked like they were having so much fun as well as working really hard. And I was doing my own thing by myself, and eventually I got the confidence to go ask, hey, what is this group doing? What are you guys about? And of course the leaders were so generous and welcomed me in. And so I showed up to their workout the next day, and the rest was history. I found my sisterhood there, and a few brothers too. And the group was it was so supportive. And I enjoyed the workouts. They were really challenging, of course. CrossFit's very intense. And it really expanded my movement repertoire. I hadn't done many of these movements before that CrossFit has either created themselves or just in general more gymnastic type moves and strength and conditioning. And it was really eye-opening to me how much improvement I needed in my posture and in the way I moved. I feel like I wasn't really able to access a lot of the movements, and so at the time I compensated a lot. And while, thank goodness, I did not get injured per se, I did experience something in the chest that I had attributed to something else. But now looking back, I really think that I had put so much stress on my muscles, especially my upper body, that I was experiencing intense pain. And at the time I was really stressed working at the vet clinic, and I had my little mystery illness going on, and I think a lot of it stemmed from the way that I was working out my body and that constant pushing of my body past its capacity at the time. And again, thankfully I did not really get injured per se, but my body was warning me. I really do feel that that was a big warning, that pain, saying, hey, you need to start either doing these correctly or take a step back. You're not ready for this intensity yet. And thankfully, it all kind of worked out. A lot of the women ended up moving, PCSing, and the group pretty much dissolved. And that's when I moved on to the boxing after a little hiatus. And I was able to really rehab my body and took corrective exercise and just being more gentle with my body more seriously. I think CrossFit was really eye-opening that yes, I am strong, and yes, I can do these movements by pushing myself. However, is it really the right thing to do? Is this really what my body needs right now? And I looked amazing. I was probably the strongest I've ever been. Yet at the same time, I wasn't using the correct muscles that I should have been. I was overusing a lot of my shoulder muscles. My neck was always sore. My body was definitely sending me signals, and I was not listening. Now, if I was to go to a CrossFit gym now, I think I would be a heck of a lot better, and I wouldn't have the pride to just keep going through a workout. I would know when my body would tell me to slow down, and I would listen, and I wouldn't let my pride get in the way of me just taking a workout slower and not pushing to my full capacity to get a better time. And even back then, I was one of the slower ones. And I would beat myself up about that. I was ashamed that I was slower, that I could not keep up. And so I would train harder. But now I know that my body is just not meant for speed with a lot of weight. I know that. My body is meant for speed in other ways, like fighting. I have a lot of speed when it comes to that. I had a lot of speed when it came to soccer and volleyball. But with weight, I don't think my body was meant for that. And I could train all I want. And that's just not how my body operates. And I'm glad that I have that wisdom now. But while I was in it, I was beating myself up all the time. And yet I was still enjoying it overall. But I was not being very kind to myself. And yes, I had that supportive network. Yet I was making it competitive. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be one of the CrossFit stars. And I look back and I wish I could talk to my younger self and say that, hey, you don't have to be the star at everything. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay. You're on a journey. And you will find where you excel in this certain area. You now have great form, but you really are aware of your body and you pay attention, so you can't do it at high speeds because that's where you lose the attention. And so CrossFit isn't for everyone, but if you want to try it, I would just suggest that you really tune into your body as best you can and listen to the signals it's sending you. And really understand that what you say to yourself during a workout is a clue to your relationship in that space, your relationship to that movement practice. And I'll leave you there because that is really big. That what is going on in your head is really the relationship you have with that practice. I don't think I've ever said that before, so that feels really good to say. And I need to think of that more often when I'm doing my current movement practices. And I feel that now I cheerlead myself more, and I say, wow, I actually did that. Did I just do that? Whereas before, I was like, why didn't I do that faster? I was so slow. I should have added more weight. Right? That was constantly in my mind. And now I really celebrate what my body does. And I hope that you can too. I hope that you can really celebrate every movement that you get in. Because every movement that you get in every day or however many times you're able to work out or just move during the day, it matters. It matters for your long-term health. And that should be celebrated. So sorry, I'll leave you there. I feel like I was trying to before, but bye.